All right. So I wanted to talk about this like being chopped dilemma. I feel like so many people, especially in just like going by, you realize how you eventually realize in life that you're actually chopped. And so pretty much I think like a week ago I went to a football game, and when I went to the football game, like straight up I was going to fifth wheel. So when I went to fifth wheel, I didn't think it was gonna be too bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never fifth wheeled before, but I was like, you know what? Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, this is gonna be like story arc development. You know what I'm saying? And when my boys had invited me out to the football game, they're like, yo, bro, pull up, but like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? At the same time, be cautious and like realize what you're getting yourself into, kind of thing. So when they had said that, I was like, okay, let me not even like overly trip about this because it's probably not even gonna be that bad. It turns out when I went to the game off bat, the girls pay no attention to me. Like like my friends, other friends were around and they were like, "Oh, what's up? What's your name?" And they were introducing themselves to me, but they were like, they weren't looking at me whatsoever, like I was a ghost or something. And that kind of had me like, bro, I know I'm not like crazy. Okay, I think there comes a point when you have too much self confidence. I think I have a lot of confidence in just what I do and my ability to do stuff. So I think like that's kind of what messed me up a little bit more. But I was like, dang, bro, like this is crazy. And there's a certain feeling, when a female's not gonna talk to you just because they think you're chopped. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, they were talking and stuff, and they never introduced themselves to me at all. And I was kind of sad about it. But I was like, at the same time, it didn't hit me till after that just what happened. So there was like okay. So we eventually went on the bleachers, and then they were like my two friends were like, they had their girls, so it was four people, and then I was kind of like off to the side, like right here, and it was at night, and it was a nice weather, but the more I sat there and realized what was going on, they're sitting there laughing and giggling because we're like two, three spaces away, three people away from each other on the bleachers. I just kind of started realizing like, oh man, like dog, I'm alone right now. But it wasn't too bad though. Like I wasn't like overly sad about it or anything. And it more so just made me realize like, yo, whatever in the future holds for me, I better reach that because there's no way I'm gonna go through like a bad story arc now and I'm not gonna reach my goals in the future. Because it's either you peak in your early life and you have a great time, or you know what I'm saying, or you can do both. But that's like I feel like a lot of times in life, even in your day in particular, like you try to do certain things and you have to go through some bad to go through good. I feel like, and I guess the bad is just lessons too on top of that. So it's like you know, and so yeah, and when my friends were like, there was another set of girls, and they just completely ignored me. At the same time, I feel like people who look good, there's downsides to looking good, overly good as well. Like there's certain people who like look overly good, so they just get everything handed to them, and they actually hate it because like it's so weird. Like you can either like, be like looking really good, and then you'll have like the most stubborn ego ever. Like no, I want to buy this myself. Move away from me, type of thing. Or it's like the other way around. Like you're chopped and you just want everything handed to you. But or maybe just having that is like the effects of, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, stuff like that. It's just kind of like, damn, you know. So pretty much, I was just thinking about it, and I was like, there's been many times in my life where like you kind of you don't realize them there, but like in elementary school, I used to be like, what's the name? Elementary school, I used to be like trying to like talk to girls and stuff, and they would like run away from me. I'd be like, what are they running away from me for? But then you kind of just realize like, oh, that's why they're running away from me. And yeah, but you know, I think eventually, like, I feel like being ugly also humbles you, or like humbles you in a sense of where like whatever you want to do in life, you're kind of like, all right, well, I have nothing holding me back. Like I'm chopped or whatever. I think there was like a what's the name? There was this one book I watched called like it was some the main character was like Augie, and this dude Augie, oh man, it was Wonder. So there was a book I read called Wonder, and in Wonder there's this, he had like a like deformation or something. But anyways, I think once that dude, I think he had like a little glitch. He had like a little friend that was a female, and people started getting jealous and mad at him and stuff. So it's times like that, like when you're chopped, like you can kind of be like the underdog, then you just come up on talking on top and just flex on people, because it's like it's those moments right there. It's kind of like, man, I like that nobody, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad for people who actually look good but they think they're ugly just because like external forces. Oh God, I feel bad for you, dude. I feel so bad for you because it's like, but there's also people who like are chopped by definition, like people's standards. Like there's like this, but looks maxing. Like being chopped has developed looks maxing. Like I'm talking about this being chopped dilemma because I have a lot of friends who like talk about being chopped, and I'm like, oh, you're not even ugly. So it's like,
oh, they're like overplaying it.
Overplaying it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wanted to talk about that, and I just talk about random stuff.
He said he's like talking about people who his friends are calling people chopped up are not ugly. Like they're calling everybody chopped.
Yeah, and it's like, but sometimes they're thinking they're chopped too. It's like I be trying to tell them like, bro, you're not even chopped.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, but
okay, keep it up, man.
Appreciate it, dog. And also, insecurity can just come from your parents too, like your parents and stuff. And like, I heard what's the name? Like you hear all these stories and stuff about like people just like, oh, my mom called me ugly, or my mom always told me I had a big nose, and it's just because they're jealous, you know. And I feel bad for people who are like extremely like humble and they look good.